Yeah, there we go. Hello, SolarLune here. How's it going? But yes, hello. My name is SolarLune. I'm an independent game developer. I'm the creator of Master Plan. I'm the creator of Tetra 3D. I'm the creator of some stuff. And here on this stream, I will be doing some game development on a project that I've been working on for a while now, and it's going rather well. So yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. Um, I feel like this wasn't flickering before I started this stream, which is interesting. Anyway, but yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be dope. We'll get started in a couple seconds. Before I start, how's everyone doing in chat? Let me see here. How do I want to do this? I guess I'll do this real quick and turn off blurring. So it might be that blurring, because I feel like it was actually problem free until like I just started streaming. So it might be like just it doesn't like being captured. The blur effect doesn't like being captured. In any case, we'll just turn it off for now. There we go. We can reload the windows. We can still have transparency, but just no blurring, which is fine. That's really aggressive. Let me see here. Let's get 90. Okay, just a very slight effect. All right, so yes, hello everyone in chat. So what I'll show a little bit of what I was thinking of, or what I was working on. But right now I'm refactoring this function that basically allows me to filter nodes out by their names. So for example, if you want to search for a node by its name, if you want to find the player node, for example, in a game, you could use this function. But there's a couple ways to do this. One would be to use regex string, which is perfectly fine, but that's kind of overkill in some cases, and regex is not very easy to remember / work with. So I kind of want something that's simpler. So I have 3 approaches essentially, where you can compare a string exactly. You can check to see if it contains a substring, which is useful, for example, if you have duplicates that have unique names but share a common base. Like for example, all the player, maybe you have multiple player nodes, multiple pieces that comprise the player object, but they all start with player. So you could say, as long as it contains the word player, then you're good to go. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if I want 2 different functions, 3 different functions, or 1 function. And I kind of feel like 1 function would be the right way to do it. Because if I'm going to do this, then I might as well kind of push the regex into there, because by name kind of implies that. And then we could just have one single switch that basically takes what the filtering method is. Okay, I like that idea. Okay. Okay, something like that should work. Because then we can just say filtering mode to nf name exact. Contains. And then we can just grab this and put this over here. Chat says hello, Scribbler Jones. It's just a funny name. Scribbler Jones and McDryer. Hello to everyone. Yeah, so I'm just doing some basic stuff here. I guess I don't really need the transparency. That's fine. Now that I think about it, it might be not confusing, but distracting for people. So we'll just turn it off for now. Let me get some music going while we're coding. Trying to see which one of these I want to use. And let me also get unplug the audio or unmute the audio so people can hear what I'm hearing. What's that's pretty good. This is a good one. This is a little bit of a classic. I like this one. A little bit of a tutorial PS1 vibes. Okay. And the nodes should add it. Match the name provided exactly. And nodes have to contain NF name regex, then the name of the nodes and it have to pass the regex string provided. Okay. Otherwise, the name of the nodes can. Okay. If it yeah. Okay, that should work. That should be pretty good, I think. And I feel like that's a nice kind of middle ground. Okay, so that should be good. Okay, so now we can just say by name. Oh, let me reload this. So yeah, what I have been doing, or what I did recently, is basically rework the GUI system. Previously, it was basically kind of hard coded in where choices worked a certain way, which is fine. But when I wanted to add a menu, that also is a choice system where you're moving up and down and selecting, you know, items or options or whatever, right? So it made more sense to basically kind of generic, make this more generic than to hard code it in. So I'm making basically a system that allows me to select a series of, input a series of choices and have them display and like kind of have a fixed location for them. So it contains, oops, there we go. And that's it. Okay, apparently I never did anything else. Cool. Bruh, it... Hold on. Oh, that's why. Okay. So there was nothing wrong with the regex before. Dang. Well, then let me go back. Let me undo what I did. Because I actually like the simplicity of regex. It's not simple, but I like having regex as an option if you just want to test for a string containing a substring. You can just pass in the substring and it will work, or at least it was working. So I'm trying to simplify it. Let me see here, because menu choice, yeah, it's underneath the menu, that's why it's not working. Yeah, so then we don't need this anymore. Okay, so then we can go back here. Yeah, okay, we can undo all this. Actually, let me go back because I want to adjust some documentation on this. Okay. Music. Only nodes that have names that contains. Okay, that should work. The Dr. Pepper says gamers. Indeed. Gamers, just gamers. Anything else? No, gamers. Okay, so this should be fine, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the music there a little bit. I'm gonna raise this volume a little bit so you guys can hear the game. But okay, so here's the changes. Change list, change log. So if you're new to the stream, this is a game that I'm working on built entirely by hand. It's basically an entirely built from scratch game, almost entirely. Not well. I'm overstating it. The renderer is something I made myself. So the renderer is built in Go using Ebit engine to draw triangles. So I have lighting, I have vertex, what's the word? Like animation, where, you know, vertices are animated and stuff like that. I have blending between animations. Yeah, I have, you know, a lot of stuff. There's some physics, not really physics, but just like collision checking and things like that, sliding. Which is enough for most games, really, unless it's like a really complicated game. So this is what we're working on. Yesterday we added a beatbox functionality. But yeah, you can press a button and go into beatbox mode, and when you are in beatbox mode, you can beatbox. Oh, I messed it up. So yeah, that's it. I just added that functionality. The samples were different yesterday. It was like real drum samples. I actually recorded my own beatboxing because I thought it would sound more beatboxy if it was beatboxing samples as opposed to drum samples. It's kind of interesting how much this sounds like just an actual hi-hat. Yeah. So also I fixed that bug I was noticing yesterday where like the faces were incorrect on the character. As it turns out, the depth sorting was wrong for animated characters because basically I was taking the inverted camera position and then sorting the triangles based off the distance from the inverted camera position to each vertex rather than transforming each vertex, but which works fine. But obviously when you transform a mesh, the vertex center, the triangle centers would also transform. And in addition, if you're transforming a mesh, then you can't use the inverted camera position and not transform the vertices because the vertices are already being transformed. So anyway, it was a really simple fix. Let me see if do I have Tetra. I do not have Tetra 3D open. This is like the 19th time I've opened it in like 7 minutes. Here's a mesh. Here we go. So previously the sorting was done, the sorting is done from back to front, which is fine. But previously the sorting was done like this. We take the inverted camera position and basically get the distance from there to a triangle center to determine how deep it is, how close it should be when sorted against the rest of the triangles in the mesh. But now we can't do that if it's a skinned mesh because the bones, the nodes, the bones, they move around. They can move around in an animation to deform the mesh. So instead, we take the camera position and get the distance to the skinned triangle center, which is basically just adding together all of the vertices positions for the triangle, and then dividing that by 3 to get the average, essentially, which is close enough to the center to give us something that looks pretty good. It looks pretty solid. Yeah, he's banging. He's ridiculous. He's cooking. Let him cook. Yeah, so that works really well. So now the graphical glitch that was on this lady out here was it's not perfect. You can see there's is my mouse? Yeah, my mouse shows up. You can see there's a little rendering glitch on the arm there. But that's fine. That's PS1, that's enough to be called PS1. This is fine. But yeah, this is pretty good. You can beatbox wherever you want. You don't have to beatbox only where there's music. I think it would be kind of interesting if there was different like beats you could learn, kind of like Zelda with its like songs with the ocarina, but like they wouldn't do anything. It would just be kind of interesting to be like, oh, this is this beat from this song, here's this beat from this song. It would just be kind of an excuse for people to be like, oh, you listen to this person, like you listen to Bonobo, you listen to Linkin Park, and it's like, this is the beat from What I've Done or something. And this is the beat from Numb, and it's like they're like, yo, this is that song. Anyway, yeah, so this is pretty good. Feels pretty good. Looks pretty good. Very nice. NP Media says, what engine is this being developed in? It's my engine. It's being developed from scratch in code. I made this myself. So basically we use Blender. I use Blender for I use Blender for creating assets and putting objects in the world map. I'm using the built-in GLTF exporter to get it from Blender into my engine, I guess you could call it. And my engine is coded by hand. It's not really a true. Wait, where's? Oh, it's over here. I guess this is fine. It's not really a true engine, I would say. It's more of a framework because, I mean, it kind of is an engine, but there's no physics system. There's no physics. The physics is just checking for collision, which I think is good enough. It's not necessarily the most performant, but it's probably good enough. I think it's good enough for most games, considering most situations you're not going to be colliding with very much, or there's not going to be very many objects colliding at once, like the player and maybe some enemies, and that's about it. I'm not saying that there isn't a reason to have complex physics systems. Some games require it for sure, but a lot of games are just like you walk around. It's just like that's kind of it. So it's interesting. It's been very interesting to work on this because it prior to 2 years ago when I started working on this, or so 2 years, I guess, I had no idea how you could make a 3D game and not do it with like Unity or Unreal or something. It's like that's impossible. Now it's like, yeah, it's not that complicated. It's really not. It's not that hard. And the entirety of this thing, it's called Tetra 3D. You can check it out. It's on GitHub. It's open source. But the entirety of this, my rendering system, engine, all that stuff, is just like all of these files. It's not very big at all. And a lot of these are kind of like, a couple of these are pretty small, and a couple of these are like this. Like all of these are for different bounds types. This is for light groups, which is a really tiny file. Some of them are big, but some of them are pretty small. And some of them are even just helper stuff. Like they're not even like part of the renderer, so to speak. So anyway, it's been a lot of fun to work on this. And it's been a lot of fun to make it, have it get better little by little. It's just wild to like look at stuff like this and be like, there's not that much of a difference between, like, I'm looking at this and I don't know if most people could tell this wasn't Unity or Unreal or something. Like there's some things that are like, what? Like, like there's definitely situations that probably wouldn't show up in an Unreal or Unity game, even if you were going for this specific style. This renderer is kind of like unique in the way it handles things because it's not a true 3D renderer, so it's just drawing triangles. There's no like true depth buffer. Like triangles can intersect each other if they're not of the same model, but if they are of the same model, then they can't intersect each other, which is why you have this situation on his hand when he's posing. It basically like his chin should be like phasing into his fist like this, like it should be shearing, but it's not doing that because there's no actual sorting of triangles. I mean, there's no intersecting of triangles. It's just sorting the triangles. Sounds very PS1-esque. I think this is as close as I could probably get it to a true PS1 without implementing my own like triangle sorting code across all models, because basically I feel like modern GPUs want to render all of the triangles of a specific texture at once. So like the walls, in this room model, the walls and the ground are a single model, but the efficient thing is to render basically all of the walls first and then render all of the ground pieces, ground triangles. Yeah, I'm like, is that right? Batching. Yeah, batching. Antopilo says batching. Yeah, it's batching. So modern GPUs want to batch. I think that the PS1 did not have the concept of batching, so they could just sort triangles, arbitrarily sort all of the triangles of the scene, I think. which would basically give you a little bit. It wouldn't give you intersecting, which Tetra 3D has, but it would give you better ability to intersect between elements. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like there's a upside to that approach, I feel like, in comparison to this one, but I'm not sure what it is now. I've forgotten. But yeah, this is kind of PS1. This is basically a PlayStation 1 game, renderer, everything. Works pretty well. It actually is pretty solid. I mean, like, you could make a Mario 64, like, you could make a, Crash Bandicoot, like, I think, in this engine, which is wild. I never thought that. I didn't really think I would ever get this far of being able to basically make a full-on 3D game using completely non-3D, like a non-existent 3D engine, and just be like, well, I'm gonna make it myself, and then I end up with something that looks pretty good. This looks like a PlayStation 1 game, and I mean, like, it doesn't even look. You could say it's rudimentary or crude, but at the same time, you could do stuff with this. Like, this isn't that far from being impressive. I don't know. I think it's dope. Dr. Pepper says, it's cool seeing how your work and projects have changed over the last 8 years. Kind of rad. Thanks. Yeah, it's I feel like I'm only getting better as a developer, and I'm only getting stronger in terms of like what I can do and what I'm kind of comfortable with. And I feel like I enjoy it more. I enjoy making games more and programming more. Now, the fog reminds me of Silent Hill 2. Yeah, the fog is very aggressive. I kind of like it aggressive like this, because this is the vibe I'm going for. Is a little creepy, but also a little sleepy, a little quiet. And Tobilo says it would make sense that per material texture batching came after software rendering because it was implemented initially to avoid context switching. That does make sense. Yeah. So, like, I feel like the PS1 didn't have that batching system. So triangles were sorted. I guess the developer created their own triangle sorting code or managed their triangle lists or whatever. And that gave the depth effect. That gave the effect of depth. Well, not really depth, but of, like, intersecting triangles and things, I think. But I mean, at this point, I'm really happy with this. This is pretty much like all the things you see in modern video games, which is kind of crazy. Lighting, fog, physics, raycasting, to be able to, like, have the camera not go through walls and stuff. Beatboxing, I guess. GUI systems, so you have, text, camera changes. Yeah, so it's just kind of, it's dope to me that I was able to do this. I'm just like, I'm so happy with this, because it's like, it's such a absurd thing, but to do it from scratch and not even take like a million years is, I'm happy. Like, I'm happy with that. What's next? I'm gonna finish this game. Like, this is dope. This is gonna be a game. I don't know how long it's gonna take to finish. Hopefully not long, but I've been working on this for months now. Probably 3 or 4 months. But at the same time, well, it was something else until like 4 weeks ago. A month ago, it was like a different kind of game. Now it's, a game where you control a guy, which I feel like was the right move, because before it was a first-person exploration game, which is fine, but this feels better. This feels more directed and more, feels like a better use of my time and a better game overall. Feels like it's more fun and there's more I can do with it. All right, so what we're gonna do now that I've wasted my time just being like, oh man, this is cool. Oh man, this is dope. Let's go back to this music. I'm gonna turn the music back down. I'm learning. Not sure if that's too low. Okay. So yeah, what we're gonna do now, we're going to implement this, and hopefully a GUI system that would allow us to select things, because I want to be able to, as you can see, open a menu and then like go to items and then like select an item to hold, and then this would be the button to use the item. So let's try it. Let's go to the GUI. Let me tell you. You got it. You got it. Let me take a look here. If you're not enabled, enable. Well, it really should just disable all choices to begin with. Does it do that when adding the choices in the first place? It does. Okay. Essentially, okay. It's invisible. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. Oh, my gamepad just fell asleep. Okay, I went to menu.7. Yeah, this should not be true. Well, I guess it should be true, actually. Because we want to do something like this. Let's see, add choice models. Okay. Just thinking how I want to do this. I would like to be able to move this around some way. Because I can use a property. Well, I guess it would be that. It would probably be here. Yeah. I guess this would be inventory, actually, not items. What else would be here? I guess quit. Maybe we'll add save and then quit. Okay, something like that. You got it, you got it. Guess it would be maybe search. Yeah, if I do. Okay, so something like that should help. Should allow us to do what we want to do. Oh, they're all quit. Why are they all quit? Let's see. This shuts off. Okay, maybe I feel like it's shutting off like by itself, but maybe not. I mean, it is. I'm just not sure if it's shutting off after like 3 seconds. Yeah, it shut off. So I guess it like a game has to be using it in order for it to stay on. That's interesting. Why are they all quit? Let's take a look. Oh, let me make this bigger as well. Inventory options, save and quit. Oh yeah, that's because these are all the same. Okay. But Vaporwave says, How's your day doing, Solar? It's going good. Thank you very much for asking. It's going swimmingly. Should I automatically make? No, I can't do that. Can I? No, I won't do that. You know what? I'm gonna do something to help myself out here. I can't do that. Never mind. I was going to do something else, but that's okay. Vaporwave says, any idea why I program so slow? Seems like others get a lot done. Maybe it's a focus thing. Don't worry too much about other people. And everyone has days where they are non-productive. Not productive. That's pretty good. Okay. Obviously, it shouldn't stay up, but that's not bad. I'm worried about myself. I never get a game made. Making a game is extremely difficult. It's not easy at all for anybody. It's never easy to make a game. It's extremely difficult. Like don't even like everyone struggles to make games. Even AAA people struggle to make games. Why is this coming up underneath? Oh, I see. It's because right. Okay, right. Yeah, even AAA people struggle to make games. It's not easy to make games. Games are extremely difficult to make because they require a lot of foresight. I'm going to change the music. They require a lot of foresight. They require... yeah. They require a lot of foresight. They require a lot of time. They take months or years to make. Even for small games, they can take weeks, if not months to make. It's not easy. So like don't beat yourself up if you struggle to program, if you program slowly, if you can't get something done. It's impossible almost to make a game. If you want to improve your productivity, I think one thing that helped me is to try to do something good and then use the momentum from that to catapult into another task. So rather than trying to build momentum, or I'm sorry, rather than trying to build motivation or trying to think my way into doing something, or trying to trying to make myself do something, is better to kind of build your way up to something. So like, rather than being like, I program too slowly, I can't build the motivation to work on my project today, it's better to be like, well, let me take a shower, let me go for a run, let me eat healthy today, eat something healthy like a salad or something, a healthy salad. And then like use that, like, okay, I did something good energy to like, okay, now let me sit down and work on my game for a little bit. So rather than trying to build motivation, you're essentially pulling yourself along rather than trying to push yourself. Basically, like, I find that it's easier to maintain productivity and motivation when you have a string of things that you're continuing. It doesn't even have to be related to development. It could just be a string of things in general. So if you worked at your job, maybe you're tired, but you put in a good day's work, a good however long you worked, 4 hours, 8 hours, however long, 10 hours, whatever it is, you put in that effort, you can feel good. Like, I put in that effort, that was good work, quality work, I feel good about myself. So now you have the energy to the mental energy to push forward. YouTube stream's dying, that's no good. Says the bitrate is good. Yeah, seems to be fine. I think it's okay. Maybe it's just a minor hiccup, but basically I find that it's easier to maintain your motivation and productivity when you kind of have a flow, and not just a flow in in the thing you're trying to be productive in, but a flow like you have multiple things that you need to do or want to do, and you're getting them done. It's harder to program if you like are lazing about the house and you don't get anything done. Now it's harder to get to program. Whereas if you have things to do and you're busy, it feels easier to kind of sit down and like get started, because you have that energy, that positive energy from successfully even attempting to do things. I don't know. I feel like that's what it is. You want momentum. You want to use momentum. I feel like today, I streamed today because I had a good stream yesterday. So that made it a little easier for me to stream today. Okay, so this is still working, right? Yeah. Okay. That's right. That's what I was doing. Hand sprite. Hand sprite. There we go. Okay, so this is working. Yeah, I'm not sure why the things aren't disappearing, so we'll check that out. This choice system, what about see, set choices, enable. Okay, maybe I'll come back to this. Let me see. No, I think we're on the right track. Disable. Oh, this might help us out. That's better. Okay. That's right. Okay, bye-bye. Got a blast. All right, see ya. Thank you very much for stopping by, Vaporwave. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so what we want to do is probably... enable, disable. Maybe something like that, yeah. Bruh. Oh, hold on. All right. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so is this not working? It's not working. I think it's not working. That's right. Do we ever call disable? We don't want to call disable here, actually. I think instead what we want to do is call disable here. Something like that. Set choices. Enable essentials. Not enable. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We could just do it like that, actually, now that I think about it, and then we can just set it to be true there. That's even better. Okay. Whatever. It says, OMG, I actually made it for the first time in forever. It's me, Morris. Hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. For the first time in forever. Thanks a lot for stopping in. It's rare to get people here. Well, it's not rare to get people here so much as it is just... Do I like the way that feels? Nah, I don't really like the way that feels. Do I have call disabled beyond these 2 points? No. Okay. Do I ever set enabled to be false? No. Okay, so then... This game is looking so cool. With the recent success and surge of new and creative rhythm games, it's nice to see something unique. Well, that's true, yeah. Thanks. It's true, yeah. There's a lot of more common like rhythm games. In addition to like Rhythm Tengoku, the Rhythm Heaven games, you have like that that rhythm RPG that was kind of got a little big. It got a little big, a little popular. There's a couple of rhythm RPG games or rhythm games. Oh yeah, and Hi-Fi Rush, that's one. Yeah, there's a few games that kind of like that. I mean, I don't know if this game would kind of fall into that category because it's not going to be that specific, that rhythm heavy. But I don't know why the choices disappear before the hand does. This is why the choices disappear before the hand does. Variety is good. That's true. Variety is good. Okay, that's pretty much perfect for now. I think I want the edge of the menu to be visible. Okay. Give ourselves a little bit of room. We'll just move it down. I wonder if there's a way to like space things, like for alignment. I feel like there is. I just don't know what it is. We'll just move it, everything down by 2 like that. So this can be quit. Maybe we'll put quit down here. And so we can like that. This can be unique. Okay. Okay, inventory. Save. Because I'm thinking we want an option to go back. You think, like to go back to close the menu, or do we need do menus need a way to close? Do you need a button for that? Let's take a look. So there's always a continue, except for on the pause menu. There's always a continue button somewhere. Except on this pause menu. So in here there isn't though. Okay, so it looks like it's not, it's not mandatory, so to speak. Whoops. MP Media says, what is a good way to ease yourself into 3D modeling? Making a game. Yeah, making a game is a good way to ease yourself in. Because, you need to model to make your game, probably. So it's a good way to kind of get yourself started. Maybe starting off with something simple and also creating characters or objects that are relatively simple, like Pac-Man or the slime from Dragon Quest, like that level of simplicity where it's just like a super simple round character or something with like Kirby, like just little stubs and little feet, and that's it, while you kind of get used to animating and rigging and all that stuff. The more complicated the model, the harder it will be to see it through. So yeah, definitely start off simple and small, and that would, if you're making a game, that goes in hand with making a game, because you can make a simple game, make something like I don't know, Breakout or something, but in 3D. Snowmink says, I started with props like barrels, crates, desks, chairs, and moved up from that. That's good. That's actually a really good idea, because you'll need those things in the first place to be good, to make a game. Like you'll need desks and crates and chairs and stuff like that. If you want to just get assets from an asset store or from opengameart.org or something like that, that's great. That's what I'm doing for for a lot of the models in this game. But obviously you won't get better at modeling if you do that. So you want to do the texture work yourself, do the modeling yourself, because then you get a better result. Yeah, so I mean, I might end up replacing all of this with like custom models and textures, but for now this is fine, because I'm just trying to like get through this. And some of these textures are mine, actually. The book is mine, the bookshelf is mine, the ground carpet is mine. This isn't a texture. This rainbow over the door, this is vertex color blending, which is wild. That feels so PS1. That's incredibly PS1 for the rainbow there to not actually be a texture. It's just vertex colors. Yeah, that's so funny. That's so dope to me. Okay, so anyway, this should be working. We don't need a button to return, so we'll just have it like this, where quit is at the bottom. Does this quit? Yes. I'm just gonna do this real quick because I'm pretty sure I know that this is not, this doesn't work the way that I'd like it to. If we rearrange the order of the buttons, the flow is going to be messed up. So we have inventory, options, quit, and save. Now it goes like that. Inventory, options, save, and quit. It's still inventory, options, save, and quit. So what we want to do, we just want to sort the choices we get in the order of their verticality. So let's see here. Choices. Here we go. Checks. Okay. So yeah, it would be cool if we could sort this. So can we do... nodes. I think it's Y. Or it's, I guess would be Z. Okay, so this should work. X, Y, Z. So you're looking at it like this, so... Oh no, wait. You're looking at it from the top. Yeah, this is X and Z. Okay. So we can do it like this. Now I'm wondering if it would be cool to build a like sort function. Like we could do sort like that. And then you would pass this function here. But it would have to be the node itself, I guess. So it'd be like this. But the thing I'm wondering is how exactly am I going to do this? Because it can't... It would have to convert... It'd have to sort after this. It can't... You couldn't... Because this actually, like, performs the thing, right? Yeah, this actually executes it. So until this point, nothing has been done. Okay, so then yeah, this won't work. All right, so this we can't build that in. Okay, so this is fine. All right, so that should do it. This should do it. It did not do it. Before is this, after is this. 2, 3, 1, 0. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, that's incorrect. It should be blank 1, 3, 2. I don't think it's... I didn't actually do it. Let's see. Blank 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, that's incorrect. Is it not sorting for some reason? That's nice. Should be this. New choice by items. This should work. Nodes I dot local position Z is less than. Did it have to be, maybe it has to be sorted stably? No, I'm not sure why it's not working the way I expected to. Oh, wait. I think this is actually working. Hold on. Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 3, 2. This is working, but I think this won't work because choices are incorrect. Well, I guess actually, hold on. Maybe I'm doing this approaching this from the wrong angle. Let me go back. Because I think what might actually be the problem is this. I think we want to sort this. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't do this right. I'm supposed to do this. There we go. Cool. Okay, so now we can move these things around. So this was. Oh wait, didn't I say? Hold on. Yeah, this is quit. I see. Yeah, this is problematic on multiple fronts then. So I think I did do the right thing, but I think I need to do this for the other side too of enable. Okay, so this should work, I think, but I'm wondering if I can simplify this. There we go. Now that's working correctly. Cool. But yeah, it would be nice if we could, like, come to some sort of agreement. Let's see. Let me think. Is there no way I can sort this in Tetra 3D? So if we have a node filter, I could sort it and then it would return, but you can't sort afterward. Can we sort? we sorted before, we would have to turn it into inodes. We could inode sort, but then you wouldn't be able to turn it into bounding objects. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Okay. All right. So yeah, I don't think that there's a way we can sort this, unfortunately. I mean, like, this works, but I would like to do this kind of automatically for the user. Okay. What if we can make it so that when the node filter executes, it returns a node slice, like a node set or something, some sort of thing like this, a slice of inodes, which you can then sort and then turn into something else as necessary. Because we're already doing that. We're already turning into an inodes and then turning it into other things here for bounding objects or for models. So this could really just be, this is just in a inodes basically, which means inodes, we can make the inode slice turn into something useful, which you can then sort, and then we can go with that. Let's do that. That would be, I think, useful. Isn't that useful? I don't want to add stuff just to add stuff. Let me look at this again. This, like, it could be something like this dot sort y, and that kind of would be it, really, or sort c, I guess. And then that would be it. This wouldn't exist. This could then be that. Go here. Yeah, that would be useful. I'm just thinking. Lucretia says, how's it going? It's going good. I'm just thinking. I'm wondering if I should add something to my API. This is the first time that I think this has come up, so I don't feel the need to add anything to the API for this. This is like the first time. I can see it being a common use case, but this is the first time, so it's no big deal. Yeah. Okay, so this is working. So now quit can go back underneath. Save. Save can go back up here. Save. Okay. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna make the inventory system. At least that's the idea. So for simplicity, because I don't have a lot of time and I want something that basically just works, I might just like, what is this? Okay. I might just basically do something simple like have, how do I want this to work? Maybe they're like a carousel. We could do like a carousel kind of thing. So a 3D model for each item. Yeah, okay. Let's try it. I have an idea. There we go. Chat, I think, disconnected while I was... Yeah, chat disconnected while I was taking a screenshot. Oh, that recorded? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I wasn't sure if it would. All right, so I'm going to take a screenshot of our character, and we're going to put him on a little card that represents the beatboxing capability. I just have to figure out where did it go. I should have gone... Here we go. There's our boy in all his glory. How small is this? 320 pixels is going to be even smaller. We're going to make this thing absolutely tiny because of course we are. I think there's some blank space. Is there no blank space? Okay, no, all right. So yeah, let's scale this down to like, I don't know, give me like a 128. Can we do like a artistic cartoon? Artistic cubism? I'm trying to see, can we get like a sketch effect? Maybe there's a... Can I possibly see? Can I look and see what? Okay, it just completely did not show on the preview. Do I have to refresh? No? Okay. Sample. That's pretty close. I kind of want it to be like a sketch. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. Anyway. Yes, it's like the vibe is there. The vibe is there, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. This is just like JPEG. Has that kind of vibe. That's fine. We'll go with that, I guess. Why can't I discard? There we go. Bruh. What? How? What? Where's my paint bucket? Oh, it's W. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So this should work. Why did it export? Oh, I see. There we go. All right. So yeah, this should work. We should be able to, let's see, DFX. All right. So we should be able to basically make an item and have it appear here as like a spinning thing. So we'll go ahead and make it. It'll just be a plane, I guess. It's a card essentially. There we go. That's the way it should look. Okay. And B-Box card. Okay, so what we're gonna do then, this is where it's gonna get a little interesting. So we want to make an inventory system. So we're gonna make a new thing. We're gonna call this package main. Inventory strut. Okay, save. Inventory.go. Oh, we already have an inventory, huh? I had a bronze key. That's right, I did. Okay. So what we got to do here is we need to do some stuff. So first we have an item which has a name, description, and a model, which is a string, I guess, is for now. That's fine. So we will define these. Not cancel. What is it? Interact sprint. Okay. So, and the model can be item box card. Yeah. So we can say box. Box. Okay. Cool. Why is this a problem? Redundant type. Okay. Can you just? There we go. All right. Cool. So that should work. So now we just define the inventory as like something like this, and then we just say if exists inventory item name not exists inventory item name equals 0. I guess we could just define each item as being something in the image. I guess yeah, we could just say has. Cool. I guess that's fine. Because then we just can do this. So this is an inventory then. Yeah. I guess we could say item pointers. That way we can change this in as at will. Okay, so that should work, I think. right, so this should kind of work, I think. I guess we could kind of formalize this by saying type inventory is maps item. Then we can just call this the inventory. There we go. Then this can just be inventory. There we go. Okay, so I think we're cracking. I think it's working. All right, cool. So what we want to do now, we want to go to, man, how am I going to do this? I guess it's not that complicated. I just have to be straightforward about it. Maybe this will be simple. Man, this is... yeah. Because we have multiple options here. But that's fine, I guess. I guess that's fine. Well, let's not get over mind flooded. So what we want to do is basically be like, oh, I'm in the inventory system. For simplicity. So if you go to the toy system, okay. This might not work, but if actually, I think I see what I probably should have done. Something like this. Okay, then later. Let's see, so he opens the menu. Okay, so something like that. So then we can go back over here and we say if music chose inventory. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Okay, something like that should kind of get us there, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, and inventory is true. Is it inventory? Okay. Okay, so this is showing up. But if we like did something else like this, that second one should not show up because we don't have that one yet. We're just defining it. That is correct. Okay, cool. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to actually display the item choice in a carousel. I'm just grooving instead of actually doing my job. Let's see. So I think what we want to do, we want to put this over here. We want to spin it. I mean, we could do it on a circular carousel like that, which I think would be cool. That would be very PS1, but I'm not sure exactly how I would do it. Like, I know how I would do it, but I'm not sure how I would do it. Let's not overcomplicate it. Yeah, let's not overcomplicate it. So this comes around. Inventory index int. Okay, so now okay. So now what we want to do is basically for L in range choices, L dot model. Oh, the model is not. It doesn't exist yet. Okay. Okay, we can just do something like that. Okay, so we could say GUI.scene.root.get L.model. Should be the dead center, yeah. So what we want to do, we want to be, let's see. I mean, we could do like a Secret of Mana-esque deal where it spins around a center. I'm just trying to figure out, do I really want to do that? Let's see. I like that idea though. It's very PS1. Let's go. So we would parent it around, parent all the items around a central pivoting point. And then when we go right or left, it rotates to the next item. But how do we know how far to rotate it? How do we know how far to rotate it? Well, I like the idea, so why don't I just implement it? Rotate by 360 degrees divided by the number of inventory items. Yes, you're right. My brain is not working. I think it is actually that simple, and I'm just like, but how? But what do? What do I do? And it's like you literally just do it. It's not that complicated. Okay, I'm trying to see if there's any like. I'm trying to see if I have any like Yeah, my brain's failing. My brain's failing. Let's just see if we can get this working. my brain is failing. Okay, that's basically it. That's basically what we want to happen. It's super blown out, but that's... Why is it blown out, actually? Is it because it's... I guess it's because the sun is so strong. Yeah, it's dumb strong. Okay. Okay, so then it'll be spinning or something. This is roughly it. There's still a lot that I want to do. Oh, oops. There's still a lot I want to do. Yeah, I'm hungry and I'm tired. But I think I want this to be kind of generalized. I don't want it to be so strict like this. That's great, but I think I want it to be generalized where I can just be like, okay, turn on the carousel. Here's the list of items to display, and it will just, you can cycle like left or right, like we did with the choices. But that's basically it. And then, once you select that item, then it will, act like you have it in your use item button. So that when you press the use item button, it will do what you should do. So basically, it will present the item to a person if you're, standing next to them, or it will beatbox, basically. Yeah, so that's the general idea. Okay. So yeah, this isn't going to be too difficult. We just have to, I just need like a couple of items to make this, make sure this works. Maybe a key or something, a couple of items like that. Then we can, cycle it around. And I think I want to use a different camera for it, because if we use this camera, it's going to be orthographic, but you want the depth of the items going in and out, right? You want it to go like this. You don't want it to just be like that. You want it to look like it's 3D. So we'll need to use a different camera for rendering that specific thing, which I guess we could do that off screen. It doesn't have to be in this area. It could be over here. And then we just take that texture and render it underneath our GUI. Well, it doesn't, yeah. So yeah, this is going to be dope. It's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. You don't even know. You don't even know how sick it's going to be. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLune. I am tired, but it's been fun, very fun streaming this time around. And I'll have to see if I can catch you guys on the flip side next time. Maybe Friday. I'll pick it up Friday, and we'll see just how far I get with this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to support development, please check out the links in the description to my Patreon and master plan on Itch and Steam. And yeah, thank you very much for stopping by, everybody. You guys have a wonderful day. See ya.